everybody. Welcome to Quickie with Miss B. Today is your fabulous Friday. Congratulations. If you're a Monday through Friday person, you've made it through your work week.
Tuesday. I just realized I
What?
finally know what it sounds like inside of your head. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the soundtrack out of her noggin. That is exactly... When she says she doesn't hear voices in her head, it's because she doesn't. She hears that. That's what she...
All over the place.
I'm telling you. And you're wondering what was going on in there. That was an idea going through the process. Bang, bang. Ding, 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 ding. That's what an idea sounds like, rolling on down through her noggin.
All this week we've been talking about strange things. And if you missed any of the previous episodes, please go back and check them out. And then always, and as always.
Remember,
I'm going to have an owie pretty soon. My head's starting to hurt.
It's that whole pinball thing. That's what it is. I'm telling you.
Thanks for joining us.
And owie. And Annabelle, bye. You know.
That sounds like my very own language.
It's not one that I recognize, that's for sure. I'm always wondering. Sometimes I just start yelling. They've all heard me. What does that mean? What does that mean? Especially when you want to say 4 paragraphs and you shorten it down into 3 2-word sentence. What? What? And in your brain, a whole string of things just happened. That pinball bounced like 45,000 times, but all that came out was Okay.
I should get a high score on that pinball machine, let me tell you.
Well, I'm telling you. When you get an idea stuck in there, I'm sure you can just see the numbers flying. Smoke coming out the back.
So, today we're going to talk about those unusual parties. Yes.
Yeah.
These one pertain to parties that happened in history. So, I'm going to give you the first one. This was President Andrew Jackson, and he celebrated his last days at the White House by having a 1,400-pound cheese wheel. Wow.
Now, I'm curious why you chose to say cheese, a 1,400-pound cheese wheel. Wow. I'm confused why the slow wheel and the slow wow.
Well, I'm just thinking that's a lot of cheese, and if there's a lot of people there that are eating all that cheese, and that is a lot of cheese, there's going to be a lot of constipation that's going to take place.
Well, I'm sure that, they'll stand in line.
So there comes the wow.
Well, at least they won't have to stand in line, right? They won't have to go. Maybe that was the idea. He doesn't want anybody on his throne, so he decided, hey.
Well, President Andrew Jackson said that he was going out with a bang as his last hurrah. He holds the biggest cheese party in history, a 1,400-pound wheel of cheese. It was a gift from the New York dairy farmer, and then he decided that now that he has this cheese wheel, he's going to invite 10,000 friends and members of the public to help him eat it. Can you imagine?
Well,
oh, people are going to be constipated.
he could have just called me and we could have tore that bad boy up. I could have made some fondue and I could have made some mac and over cheese, and
It said it took a cart-drawn
wagon. A cart?
Wagon.
A horse-drawn cart, you mean?
Well, it says
A cart drawn. What?
Listen to the way that they worded this. So it arrived at the White House in 1835 on a cart drawn by 24 horses.
Right. You said a cart.
Sa-
It required a cart drawn. What? Horse? It's a horse-drawn cart.
Oh my God. Oh no.
What?
It sat in the foyer of the White House for 2 years before they cracked it open.
Well, you can do that. That's how you age cheese.
Past the expiration date.
Oh, my word. But imagine there was a 1,400-pound wheel of cheese when you walked into the White House.
Can you imagine seeing that if you're like one of the people that worked at the White House?
Could you imagine getting
Wow.
that gift and going, well, where am I going to put that? When I leave, what am I going to do? Take that home? I'm going to need a moving crew just for the wheel of cheese.
Well, guess how many hours it took them to devour it, himself and all the guests that he,
I would say
had invited.
6.
It took just 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those were some eating fools back in those days, huh?
It reportedly left, quote unquote, an evil smelling horror that stuck on the White House for years.
You realize you didn't say the word order, right? You didn't say odor. Hello? You know you didn't say odor, right?
I know, because my went down a whole different thought process.
Yeah, because there was no odor in the word you just used.
Can you imagine the smell that left behind? It sat there for 2 years, and then finally they crack it open, no pun intended, and then eat it. And yeah, that's some serious hang time with that cheese. Okay, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, but
no, in my house, no,
listen,
no.
You eat old cheese all the time. Most cheese you eat is old.
You're though.
You're Italian. If you eat Parmigiano Reggiano, guess what? It's been sitting at room temperature for 2 years.
But it wasn't sitting on the floor of the White House.
No, it was sitting on the floor of the cheese factory for 2 years, just sitting there.
Well, it can stay there because the stink can stay there in the cheese factory. You're talking like they're stinking the White House. I mean, what the heck?
Hey,
just saying.
It was a gift. It was a gift, At least it didn't melt, right?
Well, it's a gift that probably kept on giving because I bet they got... Never mind. Anyways, on that note, we need to take a break. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to a Quickie with Miss B. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out.
It's an episode.
That's an episode you can find in Alabama.
and a Bammy.
Alabama.
It's an episode you can find in Alabama. If you can't find your way there, you can never done it. Bye-bye. Okay?
Oh boy, all this week we've been talking about strange things, and the strangest thing is...
The show qualifies to be on its own show.
Because it's totally strange, especially when the host can't talk correctly. Okay, so anyways, we're talking about strange parties. So here's another one. We're going to go way back in time in history for this one. This is the ancient Egyptians. And did you know that they held a festival of drunkenness?
I actually have heard of this. I have heard of this before.
This just struck me strange. So they say that ancient Egyptians knew how to make beer, which that was kind of funny. I didn't realize. And that they celebrated it annually of the festival of drunkenness. This event commemorated a moment of Egyptian mythology where mankind was to be saved from destruction because of a murderous goddess. So Hathor got drunk and passed out. So to celebrate, Egyptians lit torches, danced, and traveled through the marshes, which historians speculate may refer to as sex. See?
That's what I had heard, was they got drunk and then they became willing participants in all sorts of unusual
Other pleasures.
unusual activities. But none of them did involve a 1,400-pound wheel of cheese. So,
And it didn't matter whether they were considered a peasant or a part of the elite. Everybody participated.
Yippers. Hey, and you know what that means? You know, that's like that's a lot like being down south, because their response would be, "Hey, it's free beer, so yeah." And that's what they were saying. You don't have to be rich. No, it's free beer. So okay, go.
I wonder how much alcohol they really went through. I mean, like, you're planning for this big annual party.
It's a pharaoh and a kingdom. How much booze do you think a kingdom went through?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like, how much do you plan for?
I mean, it's not like you. We're like, I'm going to have the girls' party. So, you know, you're talking about a kingdom. So it's like, how many people live in the kingdom? And they're all poor, and they got a shot at free beer and food and getting a little. So, I mean, you know, it's the first time as a peasant you can look at someone rich and go, how you doing, huh? Yeah. You're having trouble walking, I see. Well, come on over here and sit by me. Okay. That's the only time. It's once a year. It's once a year. All the free beer you want, and hey, apparently they don't just like the guys don't go, look, it's girls, and the girls don't go, look, it's guys. Apparently they go like, look, it's barnyard animals and things. And so, from what I heard when I was looking at it, everything was game. Literally, everything was game.
That puts a new twist to Bum Chicka Wow Wow.
Well, you got to figure they were all hammered. Everybody in the whole imagine, you couldn't even have designated drivers because everybody in the whole kingdom was drunk. It was a rule.
They didn't have far to go. I mean, they lived in a village. You just walked, so yeah.
Well,
there's that.
But there's also the neighboring villages in the kingdom. You know, the surrounding stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the urban areas. So say, you know, there's the urban desert areas. They're going to roll on and go, hey, I see you guys are partying. Cool. Yeah. Hey, what you doing there, sweetie? Looks like you're too drunk to stand up. Come sit by me. She's sitting by me. Okay, all right, dude, chill.
However, there's a sheep over there.
That's right. How you doing?
Not bad.
You think maybe you and I could? Nah. Man, even the sheep are turning me down. What's up with that?
Oh, wow.
That went left real bad, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Well, that's called no recovery.
None whatsoever.
Nope. Messed that one up.
Well, it just goes to show you what people will do when they're drunk.
That's right. Hopefully you didn't videotape that. Nah. Rock on. Thanks.
Wow. Can you imagine if we would have had Facebook in Egyptian times? Or Twitter? On the Festival of Drunkenness night.
That would definitely be some wild times, that's for sure.
A lot of pictures and comments probably would have get banned from social media.
What is on her head? That's your husband. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh, it's just wrong on all levels.
Yes, that would definitely. Yeah, that'd have been a. And everybody called out for work drunk the next day. I bet you.
I'm sure, because they're all busy trying to recover. And
this pyramid's not going to build itself. Where are the stone carvers? They're hammered.
Yeah,
Get it? Hammered.
and it's probably the one time that everybody has a hangover at the same time.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Wow. Okay.
Even the Pharaoh got up at noon and went, shh, be quiet. God, quiet.
Stop making so much noise.
What is with you people?
Boy, do I got a headache.
Yeah. Going back to bed. The whole kingdom, go back to bed. Everybody shut. Close the kingdom. Shut up.
And on that note, we need to go. It's happy hour. Beer, anyone?